So you're scrolling through some weird spider facts and suddenly, asterisk boom asterisk, you hit the jackpot. Glow-in-the-dark spiders, that's not a thing, that's a thing, and it's weirdly fascinating. You're like, wait, they glow, how do they even see in the dark? Do they have night vision? Are they like vampire spiders with glow-in-the-dark eyes? No, 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 this is more complicated than that. So here's the thing, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't glow like a neon sign. They absorb light during the day and glow faintly at night. It's like a spider version of a solar-powered nightlight, but how does that help them navigate? Maybe they're using it to find their way around, like a spider with a built-in glow stick. But wait, do they even need to navigate? Spiders are basically the kings of the dark. They have 8 legs, a web, and a whole nother thing. They don't need to see. But some spiders do navigate, like the ones that walk in straight lines or the ones that use the stars. So maybe this glow is a backup plan, like a spider with a tiny flashlight stuck to its back. Either way, it's a weird, cool fact, and now you know more about spiders than you ever wanted to, or maybe you wanted to. Either way, we're diving deeper. Stay tuned. So what exactly are we talking about? Well, imagine a spider that's like a glowing emoji in the dark, but way more terrifying. These spiders have this special glow that helps them see in the dark, like a tiny flashlight built into their body. But wait, they're not just glowing for show. This glow is like their own little night light. It helps them find their way around when the sun isn't shining. It's like a spider with a built-in lantern, but also a terrible sense of direction. So we're not talking about spiders that glow because they're magical or because they're trying to scare off predators. We're talking about spiders that have evolved to use bioluminescence as a navigation tool. It's like a spider with a glow stick, but way more evolved. But here's the catch, not all glow-in-the-dark spiders glow the same. Some glow in the dark like a lantern, others like a neon sign, and some like a campfire. It depends on the species and sometimes the time of night. So yeah, we're talking about spiders that use glowing body parts to navigate in the dark. It's like a spider with a built-in GPS, but instead of satellites it's got a light show. Now, let's talk about how that actually works. So you're like, why should I care about glow-in-the-dark spiders? Well, imagine if your phone screen was a spider's flashlight. You'd never miss a call, ever. But spiders, they're like the original stealthy tech, and you're the one who accidentally walked into their light show. Also, if you're into the whole spider web as a GPS thing, glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically the spider version of a GPS with a glow stick. They don't need batteries, they just need the dark. You could say they're the ultimate minimalist. And hey, if you're ever lost in a cave and there's a glow-in-the-dark spider, that's not a sign you're in a horror movie. That's a sign you're in a cave with a spider that's basically your personal night light. You're welcome. Plus, it's just cool to know that there's a spider that can light up the dark. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, even I can be a little dramatic sometimes. You're not alone in the dark, buddy. So yeah, you should secretly care about these spiders. Because they're not just creepy crawlies, they're like the original glow sticks, the first bioluminescent architects, and your secret guide through the dark. And that's pretty cool, honestly. Okay, so glow-in-the-dark spiders have been around way longer than glow sticks. Like way longer. They've been navigating the dark since before humans had fire, or even before we had light switches. Imagine a spider walking around in a cave, trying to find its way home without a flashlight. That's their life, basically. But wait, how did they even evolve to glow? It's not like they had a glow-in-the-dark mutation lottery. Probably it started as a way to see better in the dark. Like, imagine your eyes are like a nightlight, but for spiders. It's not for showing off, it's for surviving. So, glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically ancient tech. Like, they're using light to navigate in a way we've only just started to understand. They've been doing this for millions of years, while we're still trying to figure out how to make glow sticks that don't smell like burnt toast. And here's the kicker, not all glow-in-the-dark spiders glow the same way. Some glow more like a nightlight, others like a flashlight. It's like they're all trying to be the best glow-in-the-dark spider, but in a very subtle, spider-like way. No one's really sure why some glow more than others, but it's probably a survival trait. So in short, these spiders are like the original glow-up. They've been around since the Dark Ages, glowing their way through the dark, and we're just now starting to catch up. Next time you see one, remember, it's not just a spider. It's a light-powered explorer from the Stone Age. So imagine you're a spider, and it's pitch black in your web. You can't see anything, but you're still super good at finding your way. Like, you're basically a spider version of a sleepwalking ninja. You don't use your eyes like humans do. Instead, you use something called bioluminescence. It's like having a tiny light bulb inside your body, but way cooler and less likely to burn out. This glow isn't just for show, it helps you see in the dark. It's like having a flashlight built into your spider body, so you can walk around your web without bumping into anything. But here's the kicker, not all glow-in-the-dark spiders glow the same way. Some glow from the top, some from the bottom. It's like a spider version of a traffic light, except the light is on your body. So even though you can't see, you can still navigate like a pro. It's like being a spider with a built-in glow stick, and you're the only one who can see it. Okay, so first things first, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't actually glow. They're just super cool, like a spider version of a disco ball. Wait, no, they're more like a spider version of a nightlight. They're not actually glowing, they're just soaking up light during the day like a little solar panel. It's like a spider with a tiny battery inside, waiting to power up at night. So they're basically like a spider with a glow stick. But instead of a glow stick, they have special proteins that store light energy. It's like a spider with a light-up backpack, but more spider. The proteins are like tiny light sponges, soaking up all that sunlight and turning it into glow power. It's not like a battery though, it's more like a glow-up if you will. And when it gets dark, the stored light starts to glow. It's like a spider that's been sitting in the sun all day and then decides to turn into a neon sign at night. Okay, so they're not actually glowing, they're just reflecting light. Like when you look at a disco ball in a dark room, it's not making the light, it's just bouncing it around. Their special thing is they have these tiny reflective cells in their legs and body. Kinda like how your phone screen reflects light, but way more spider-why. They don't need super bright light, just enough to let them know where they're going. It's like having a tiny flashlight built into your legs. So the glow isn't from them, it's from the light bouncing off them. It's like a spider wearing sunglasses that also act as a mirror. Super weird but super cool. So in short, they're not glowing, they're just using light to find their way. Like a spider with a built-in compass made of mirrors. So here's the twist. These spiders don't just glow, they actually steer the glow. Like a little disco ball in their web, they can turn their glowy bits to light up the path ahead. It's like having a tiny nightlight that you can point in the right direction. They don't just light up the dark, they light up where they need to go. This is super smart, because it means they don't need to rely on random light from the environment. They're basically using their own glow as a personal map. It's like having a glow stick that you can control with your thoughts. They're not just glowing, they're directing the light to guide them through the dark. So in short, they're not just glowing for fun, they're using their light like a little flashlight, shining the way forward in the dark. So the real trick here is their eyes. They're not just big, they're actually super sensitive. Like having a night vision camera built into your head, but way cooler. They don't need light to see, but they do need some kind of light to glow. It's like having a flashlight that only works when you're already in the dark. The glow isn't just for show, it helps them see other spiders, find mates, or maybe even warn off predators. It's like a neon sign saying, I'm here and I'm not scared. But here's the kicker, they don't glow all the time. It's like a battery-powered flashlight, only use it when you really need it. Saves energy for when it's really dark. So in the end, it's not just about glowing, it's about using light to navigate, communicate, and survive. Kind of like having a glowing GPS, but made of spider silk and moonlight. So imagine you're a glow-in-the-dark spider, but you're actually just a kid with a flashlight and a bunch of glow sticks. You're like, I'm gonna light up the dark, but I'm not gonna get lost. But here's the catch. Your glow sticks are all over the place, and you can't remember where you put them. So you're basically just randomly lighting things up and hoping you don't step on your own glow stick. You're not really navigating, you're just making the dark less dark, and hoping the light helps you avoid the walls and the floor and your own glow sticks. It's like trying to find your way through a dark room with a flashlight, but you're also throwing light bombs everywhere, and then getting lost in the light. So yeah, glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically just glow-in-the-dark kids with 8 legs, trying to light up the dark without getting lost in the light. So here's the thing, glow-in-the-dark spiders don't actually glow like a neon sign. They're more like a glowing jellyfish in a dark room, but with 8 legs. Their glow is super faint, like a candle in a hurricane, but it's enough for them to see their way around in the dark, kind of like a night light for spiders. They probably use it as a kind of ID tag for other spiders, like a glowing barcode, so they can find each other in the dark without getting eaten. It's like if you had a glow stick on your head, and it was the only thing you could see in the dark. But you also had to be careful not to get eaten by your glow stick friends. And here's the kicker, this glow isn't just for show. It's actually a survival tool, like a secret flashlight that helps them avoid predators and find food in the dark. So here's the first myth. Glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glowing bits to find their way around. But that's not how it works at all. They're not like little glowing lanterns, they're more like tiny disco balls with a bad sense of direction. You know what they really use? Their legs. They're basically walking GPS systems. They feel the ground, sense vibrations, and use their feet to navigate like a spider version of Google Maps. And if you're thinking, but wait, they glow in the dark, that's more like a fashion statement than a navigation tool. They glow to scare off predators, not to light their way. So next time you see a glowy spider, don't assume it's a nighttime tour guide. It's just a spider with a glow-in-the-dark outfit and a bad sense of direction. Myth number 1 is busted. But don't worry, there are more myths coming. Probably about spider webs, and maybe about spider sex, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you all about it. So here's another myth. Glow-in-the-dark spiders use their glowing bits as a compass. They're like spiders with tiny night lights. But nope, they don't. They're not like those glow-in-the-dark stickers that point north. They're just glowing like a spider with a neon light in its belly. So the glow is just for show, not for navigation. It's like a spider wearing a neon vest to impress other spiders, or maybe just to look cool. So the idea that they use glow to find their way is as likely as a glow-in-the-dark jellyfish, using its glow to avoid getting eaten. Spiders are smart, but they don't need glow to be smart. They just need to be spooky, and that's enough. You might be thinking, wait, spiders glow. I thought they just make webs. Well, no, they don't glow in the dark like glow sticks, but they do use their own kind of light to sneak around. Ever seen a glow-in-the-dark spider in a museum display? It's like a spider wearing a neon vest, but it's actually just glowing from the stuff it eats. But here's the kicker. Even though they glow, they still mostly rely on their legs and senses to find their way around. They're not like glow-in-the-dark cats, they're more like glow-in-the-dark ninjas. So next time you see a glowing spider, remember, it's not just a creepy crawly with a light-up belly. It's a tiny explorer using nature's glow to get around. And if you ever find one in your house, don't panic. It's probably just trying to get home, not trying to make you glow. So here's the kicker. Glow-in-the-dark spiders don't actually glow. They're just super good at reflecting light. It's like wearing a disco ball at a party and hoping someone notices you. But they are still not the brightest bulb in the room. Imagine if your favorite sock suddenly started flashing neon in the dark. That's what these spiders are doing. They're not glowing, they're just reflecting the light from the moon or your phone screen. It's like a disco ball with a sock on it. But here's the real kicker. This kind of navigation is super hard. You can't just be flashy and hope to be seen. You have to be the right color in the right place, and sometimes you're just not. It's like trying to be the center of attention at a party when everyone's drunk and distracted. So while glow-in-the-dark spiders are cool, they're also kind of the underdogs. They're not the brightest, but they're not the dumbest either. They're just trying their best to navigate a dark world with a little extra light. In the end, it's not about glowing, it's about being seen. And sometimes being seen is harder than it looks. Which is why these spiders are basically the unsung heroes of the dark. Okay, so these spiders aren't just glowing, they're basically the spider version of a neon sign. They're like the dark web's most visible members, shining so bright you could use them as a flashlight in a cave. Some of them glow so intensely, they've been spotted in the dark like a spider with a tiny disco ball. You'd think they'd be the first to get a disco invite. And here's the kicker, some glow-in-the-dark spiders are so bright, they're basically the spider equivalent of a nightlight. You could use them to find your keys in the dark. So if you ever get lost in the dark, just look for a glowing spider. It's like the universe gave spiders a flashlight and said, go shine. In short, these spiders aren't just glowing. They're glowing so hard, they might as well be the dark web's most famous celebrity. Okay, so here's the thing. Glow-in-the-dark spiders are basically like the night version of glow-in-the-dark stickers. But what if the sticker runs out of juice? They can't just switch on a flashlight because they don't have one. So they're basically spider ghosts with a limited battery life. So if their glow runs out, they're stuck. Like trying to find your way home in a pitch-black room with no phone light. Total nightmare. But wait, they're still smart. Maybe they use other senses like touch or smell. But in the dark, that's like trying to read a book with your eyes closed. So in the end, glow-in-the-dark spiders are like the real-life version of a nightlight that forgot to charge. They're cool, but they need a little help. So yeah, they're kind of like the spider version of a glow stick, but with more legs and less battery. But here's the catch, they don't actually glow super bright. It's more like a faint light, like a tiny flashlight that's about to die. So they're not like a superhero with glowing powers. They're more like a stressed-out creature trying to find its way out of the dark. So basically, they're the spiders who thought, I'm gonna glow my way out of this, and now they're just glowing in the dark. So how did humans even figure out these spiders glow? Well, it turns out they didn't just guess. They watched a lot of spiders, like really watched. And then they realized, wait, these things are glowing in the dark. No, not like a flashlight. More like they're like tiny, glowing, spider-shaped light bulbs. And then they started taking pictures. Not just any pictures. They use special cameras that can see light that humans can't. Like, imagine you're a spider and you can see the faintest glow. Humans had to build cameras that could do that. It's like trying to see a firefly in a pitch-black room, but with tech they could. Then they did experiments. Like they'd put a spider in a dark room and see if it could still find its way. And guess what? It could, even without light, so they realized maybe the spider isn't using light to navigate. Wait, no, it is. But it's using its own glow, like a tiny lantern. So they thought maybe the spider is using its own light to see. Like it's a self-illuminated guide, and that's how they figured it out. It's like a spider with a flashlight, but the flashlight is part of the spider. Kind of like a glow stick that's also a compass. But here's the kicker, the spider doesn't need the light to move. It just uses it to sense the world, like a tiny glowing spider version of a radar. So yeah, humans figured it out by watching, taking pictures, and then being like, wait, this is actually a thing.